Badoosh!
Hey guys, my name is Sigman and welcome back to Will You Press the Button? I had a lot of fun playing this the last time. Somebody suggested it. I believe it was Feminine Drama. And you know what? I feel like giving it another shot if my birds wouldn't randomly start squeaking right at the start of the video. Are you gonna keep going? Is that what this is starting to get to? You just gotta be ready. You gonna hide back in the corner of your cage there? Yeah, I take that squawk as a yes. It's just gotta be a fun experience. Okay, so I decided to cover her up, and let's just go ahead and get started on this, shall we? You learn that the person you've been crushing on now knows how you feel towards them. But if you confront them about it, you will never be able to speak to them again. No texting, Facebook, or I'm assuming anything in social media. Well, joke's on you, I already have a ball and chain. I'm married. Happily married. I'm sorry. Okay, so honestly, okay. To some people, I suppose that, yeah, let's talk theoretically. Let's say that I wasn't happily married, and I was looking at this at a different objectively speaking, which is what I meant to say in the first place. I don't know if I would be able to do that, because it's like sitting there and you know that person knows you like them and they don't do anything. That's a sign that they don't like you. So I really if I was in that situation, I wouldn't want to know that. So I will not push the button. 28% of the people press the button. Now I don't feel bad about my life choices, except for what I said earlier. Honey, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. That was a good dilemma. I will say that. That is a very good dilemma. I had this one before. You can have sex with anyone you want, but you can't feel sexual pleasure. Well, what's the point of it then? I suppose, for some of the kids, I had to adjust my light a little bit. For some of the kids who might be too young to answer that question, I will say this, that is rather pointless. It's like doing push-ups for months and not seeing any, results for it. You don't have the pecs. You don't have the manliness that goes with it. It's just, no, that's a blow to the ego. 25% of the people press the button. I suppose that was a good dilemma. I don't know. Jury's out on that one. Your life will be long and you will remain wealthy and in good health for the entire duration of it. But you cannot remember happy things from your past or your future life. Well, that's kind of depressing because you think about it, even if you have a good life, it's those experiences that you have that make you who you are. I wouldn't be who I am if stuff that happened in my life didn't happen. Like him. Being loud and obnoxious, I don't know if you can hear him, but I can hear everything. He's just going, back, 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 back. Oh, he must be recording. So I'm just going to sit, and I'm just going to interrupt everything he says. And ironically, as I'm mocking him, he's being very quiet right now. 1 second. Okay, so hopefully, I solved all the problems. I don't think I did. But now, back to this dilemma. I don't know, I couldn't do that, because you cannot remember the happy things. So that means even if you have a long, wealthy, good life and all that, still means bad things can happen. So eventually that happy, wealthy stage, money isn't everything. So eventually you're going to be miserable because all you remember is all the bad stuff that happened in life, and nobody wants to do that. You want to remember the good things. It's not the bad things that make who you are, just that. It's also the good things. So no, I will not push that button. Yeah, see, like what that person said. That is a deep question. I agree, and that was a very good dilemma. You are a superhero. You gain super speed, super strength, and the ability to fly. But only you can prevent forest fires. Well, if anything, I could tell them, pay me. I guess, I wanted to be super greedy with all those superpowers. Yeah, I can make money off of that. Prevent forest fires? Yeah. Well, no, I guess it depends. How fast am I? Super speed. Like, are we talking just speed of sound, speed of light? Are we talking Superman speed? Then again, I suppose if you applied those physics down into the real world, everyone would die anyways. So that's a tricky one. But yeah, I'll push the button. 71% of the people agreed with me, 29% did not, which I kind of expected, and I guess, you could tell that 29% didn't agree because the number's right there, and I'm sure a lot of you know math, and English a lot better than I do. I suppose that was a good dilemma, I'll give it that one. Get all your wishes fulfilled, but it won't make you happy. Well, if it makes other people happy, that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. 43% of the people press this button. Wow, there's a lot of selfish people out there. Oh God, it's one of those things. Don't read this or this will happen to you by Friday. Joke's on you, sir. Let's see, what does that say? You will be kissed on the nearest possible Friday by the love of your life. Well, apparently he doesn't know what marriage is like. That was a joke. That was a joke. I didn't mean that. Don't kill me. Don't do. You can be rich and immortal, but you always have to walk and you can't sit anymore. Well, then I wouldn't be able to do this. That's so fun. No. Say 40% of the people press the button. That was a lot of people that agreed with me. Oh, I didn't even think about that. This guy has the right idea. You shall not shit. That is a very, very good point. So you'd have to, oh, wow. I'm not going to go into detail of that, but that'd be very awkward. So I just call that a good dilemma, I guess. Your favorite TV show has 20 more seasons, each just as entertaining as they are right now. Well, that's good. The show becomes an anime and switches to crappy CGI animation. There's a lot of animes or cartoons that have crappy CGI, but amazing stories. I'm not going to go into, that because honestly, I can't think of any right now, but I know there are some, and I know I've seen some in my lifetime. So let's hit that with a badoosh. 42% of the people. Apparently I'm not that popular. I go against the grain. I'm a rebel. Renegade. You could survive any death 9 times, but you're a cat. I don't know what to say. I don't even really have a thought of that dilemma, but I like cats. I don't know if I'd want to be a cat. Nah, I don't want to be a cat. I love them. Wow, 50-50. I guess that was a good dilemma. I don't know what to say to that, but okay. Can bring anyone you want back to life, but someone has to take their place. No, absolutely not. I have to say no, I'm not going to press that button. Let me adjust this. While it may be great and fantastic to be able to bring somebody that you love back from the dead, I mean, there's like a natural order to things. If you start going against that, then you don't know what's going to happen. Like, you don't know if you could bring them back to life. Are they going to remember that they died? Are they going to have that trauma? Is the rest of their now brought back to life thing, they were brought back to life, are they going to remember that trauma, and is it going to stay with them for the rest of their life? See, I can get deep in stuff too, even though I may not understand half of it. So, no, I will not push the button. But that was a good dilemma. 66% of the people press the button.
Well, I disagree with most of you, respectfully, of course.
There will be world peace, but any sweat that would come out of your armpits instead comes out of your nose. Well, that would be terrible, because I have a beard, and, in the cold weather, if snot comes out, because it happens. You're out in the cold air, and snot comes pouring out. On a mustache or beard, it's terrible, because it freezes, and then when you try to wipe it out, it actually breaks off the mustache. Like, there's one point I actually did that. I wiped it, and like a bunch of it broke off, and then I looked like I got mauled by a giant cat. Let's just put it that way. Some cat just came up and just ripped out all the hair off my face. It was embarrassing. Everybody thought it was funny. I had to shave. It was very awkward. And the drive home was weird too. You should have seen the looks I got in traffic. No, I will not. But at the cost of world peace, yeah, I would take that. I would take that for world peace. I can't argue with that. Not at all. Now, 54% of the people press the button. So that means 54% of the people in the world don't mind smelling their own body odor. See, I didn't think about that until just now. So that was a good dilemma. I'm not picky. You can choose to be immortal by taking years from somebody else, but the extra years you get to live have to come from the life of a loved one. They will die earlier because of you. No, absolutely not. No. See, 25% of the people did they press the button? I did not. I'm part of the majority. I'm with the cool kids. You are a millionaire, but you have to step on 100 Legos a day. Ooh. Wait a minute. I had to step on 100 Legos a day. Can I be wearing shoes? You see, they didn't really go into the deep, dark details of what happens when you step on a Lego. It's absolutely terrible. Like, that meme that you see that picture at day, it's a Lego. At night, it's something with spikes. That's pretty much it. I felt my parents' pain as a kid because I left a Lego out once. I never did that again because that hurt so bad. But anyways, yeah, I'd wear shoes, so badoosh. Yeah, see, someone else had the right idea. Who said I'd be barefoot? Didn't think about that one. So I guess that was a bad dilemma because they really didn't. They weren't specific enough. So you'll be the richest man in the world, but every door you pass through will be slammed on your fingers. I would just pay for no doors and a very good security system. Badoosh! Let's see, there we go. I would buy metal flexible gloves made of gold for my hands. See, that's metal gloves. I didn't even think about that. That's actually a good idea. That's a good dilemma, I guess. All the choices on this site become perfectly worded upon submission, but you can never submit any yourself. That's fine. I'm perfectly okay with not being able to submit anything. Just this by itself is very entertaining to me, so badoosh! I know I've read a couple of these, but this one's really good. Use proper grammar, people, for the love of all that is English teachers. Well, for starters, that grammar was terrible and you misspelled grammar. You feeling proud of yourself now? Well, that does it for Will You Press the Button. I had a lot of fun doing this. I hope you guys had fun watching it. This is a lot of fun. If you guys want to see me do this again, let me know in the comment section down below. Yeah, all right, we'll get to the outro, and then I'll explain a little bit. So, thank you guys so much for watching this. If you liked the video, be sure to hit that like button like Badoosh. Share with a friend, that would be great. And hey, if you're new to the channel, feel free to hit that subscribe button for more great content. I just realized I moved my microphone down here. So, used to be, I would talk into the microphone like this. So, if I crouched down and did that, that would look really inappropriate on this little box, wouldn't it? Anyways, I kind of wanted to go into something, the like button. Now, I know I've said, you know, in the outro, press the like button like Badoosh. The like button is awesome. I know a lot of you guys are telling me that the content is really good, especially the reading your mean comments. I wanted to get to this on a video log, but I'll talk about it again then. But if you really do like the content, make sure to hit the like button because I believe it makes the content more relevant, easier for others to see, and I would really like to see the channel grow. But anyways, we'll get to that in the video log. Well, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, we'll see ya in the next video.
I know, like, no one likes those sparkly vampires. Okay, so 30% of the people press the buttons. Obviously, a lot of people disagreed with me. That's okay. We don't judge. You have the ability to stop time at any given moment for as long as you want. But you have to stand on one leg while doing it. If you fail, you go back 5 minutes into the past and your location does not change. That would really screw with things, because, I mean, what if 1 second you're in a car, you're driving, or doing something important, and you do that, and does that person wreck? I mean, I'm really confused. Oh, wait, no, yeah, the car would wreck, and you'd probably get